Well, hello and welcome to another Daily Dominion. It is Wednesday and we have two expansions paired up with the majority of the cards coming from Nocturne, and then we have two, potion cost cards from Alchemy. And if we look at the kingdom, we immediately notice that it offers in principle everything you might want for an engine, but does so in a really awkward way. And there's also Secret Cave around, which comes with an heirloom magic lamp, which you can trash if you have at least 6 cards that you have exactly one copy of in play. And if you do that, you gain 3 wishes, and that's of course extremely powerful because these wishes propel your game immensely. But lining up these 6 cards is really awkward and luck-based here, especially since the main draw you might want to have is Shepherds, which relies on being paired up with your victory cards. Then apart from that, there is a bit of draw in Devil's Workshop gaining you imps, in Tormentor gaining you imps, in Alchemist, I guess, but that comes with the potion cost. And also, Exorcist can gain you Will-O-Wisps and Imps, and some of the boons you get from Bard or Blessed Village are the Swamp's Gift, which can draw you cards. But it's all really, really hard to set up. And I've played this kingdom 3 times on the Huban, as I sometimes do, and lost once. And in the losing attempt, I did not have any sense of agency. Like AI collided its random assortment of cards in a way where it popped the lamp early on, and I did not. And then that was that. There was no way for me to come back. Nonetheless, there is a lot to be done here. There are lots of ways you can play this, and also lots of ways you can get hexed in the most annoying ways, or in some nice ways. You can also get raider attacked in the most annoying ways. So it is going to be quite a tumble, as I like to say. Anyways, looking at the kingdom plot, as I said, you might think to yourself, okay, certainly an engine should be possible, but it is not that smooth. Like you need a lot of glue for your deck. There are neat tricks you can in principle do, like Shepherd. Shepherd likes things that can kind of set up your next shuffle, and Secret Cave can sometimes do that by discarding like a Shepherd into the next shuffle with a lot of green. If you can set this up, it's really nice. But then if you're hit by a raider that siphons your Shepherd out of your hand, you're really sad. And that might or might not have been what happened in one of in a losing attempt. Then also Exorcist and Ghosts, like trashing a 5 or higher cost card to gain a ghost might be worth it, or even a pair of ghosts to really get that Shepherd stuff going. The problem about this is that there is no extra buy, no reliable plus buy. I mean, the boons contain in the Forest's Gift, which gives you a temporary plus buy once. And so if you keep gaining Blessed Villages or keep playing Bards, you might stumble upon it from time to time, but you cannot reliable double Province or even Province Duchy. Sometimes you might be able to gain estates with Devil's Workshop, and that might enable you to score like 8 points during each of your later turns, and Pasture makes it such that estates are essentially 2 points. That's why I said 8 points. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to play this. Opening wise, I think there are a lot of things possible here. You can open Devil's Workshop if you're feeling lucky. You can open Shepherd or Potion. Like Shepherd, you want to collide with your estates. Potion, you want to collide with 3 coppers, and you will be very sad if those things don't happen. On the 5-2, I think Tormentor is a great opening, considering, because it gains your early imps, and then later on is a card you want to have in your deck anyways to attack the opponent a bit. By the way, if you have wondered why the attack bar is so low, even though the attacks here will be probably rather devastating, it's just because I think both Tormentor and Raider by themselves in normally strong kingdoms are not that centralizing of an attack. But here, yeah, they might hurt a lot. And hence they only have an attack quality of 1. Now, I would say we start this, and yeah, if you were going for Exorcist early on, you would trash some states for Will-O-Wisps. And if you're going for Devil's Workshop, you are happy to gain Imps as early as possible, but also not that likely. But you will be able to gain more cards, and I think for that reason, Devil's Workshop in principle is a thing to go for. Shepherd, on the other hand, could draw you a big hand where you would be able to activate the lamp because you, I don't know, find the pasture and the copper and the other opening, and then you have the Shepherd and only need 1 more card. So lots of things that could work out in principle, but also all need lots of luck to be lined up. And AI is going for a secret cave. And we mirror that. AI pairs it with a Shepherd, and already hitting 3 is not optimal, I'd say. So here, having opened Shepherd or Potion would have been better, because then we would have been able to draw a bit more, but okay. For 3 we buy a silver, and with Devil's Workshop we also test our luck and put in a Shepherd into the deck. Now here we have the choice of discarding for the magic, for keeping the secret cave in play, or just buying a card. And I think it might be fine to just buy another card here, which could be a Blessed Village. The boons could be beneficial early on, could be an Exorcist, but that doesn't have a great probability of activating a lamp, so I think I like the Blessed Village, and we can use the Forest Gift for next turn and see where we go from there. And that actually looks promising. Decline discarding, of course. And we do find the pasture and the silver and the copper. Like, this is completely completely lucky. And this is of course what you aim for with the things we opened with, but like, this is not warranted at all with this junky deck, and that's what I meant by this kingdom being like incredibly swingy. And I wonder whether it's best for us, since we will add some imps now, to just go for a Blessed Village and an estate. And with the wishes, we should be able to do some more shepherding in the right places. We should also add an Exorcist to now trash out the coppers. Yeah, let's go for another Blessed Village, and that's actually also amazing because we get to now remove these cards. Actually, yeah, also the Blessed Village, I don't think it matters that much. Actually, it doesn't matter at all, but we get to remove them from the top of our shuffle, and this is the perfect draw to wish for a Shepherd. And just draw a bunch. Now here we might wish just for a duchy, and the last wish should then be an exorcist, which also means that we won't get to do alchemist stuff. I would have liked maybe some alchemist stuff in our deck. I don't think it's bad here, because actually let's maybe go for alchemist stuff and see where that leads us. And here we can now wish for, I guess, a potion and just buy an alchemist. Later on, the potion can become exercised. And yeah, we should be good here, triggering the shuffle with 2 shepherds and some green in it. is quite good, and then we have the last card. I think the last card is just an imp. So how about we wish for... No, let's play on and wish for the Exorcist, as I said. I guess this could also have been a Shepherd. I'm not completely sure about this, but we do want to trash coppers, and if we can get our hands on some ghosts, that would also be great. And just add a second secret cave here. Thin out a copper and then see where the shuffles take us. Of course, this early lamp activation was great. AI's radar doesn't phase us because it doesn't have good stuff in play. And thus we probably will draw something dead here, but oh well. No, it's the Alchemists, so we don't draw anything dead here. Now, this shuffle does not contain any shepherds, so we probably are better off just ending our actions here, top decking an Alchemist, and going with Devil's Workshop for either another shepherd or another Exorcist. I could also see even another Devil's Workshop wouldn't be too far off the charts. We essentially have a lot of stuff to work with just because we have popped the lamp already. Like, in all 3 attempts, I don't think I was as fast in popping the lamp. Now, what does it want to be? Let's actually go for a second Devil's Workshop. Might be a bit greedy, but yeah, we really want to get drawing. And AI goes for an early Province, which is also fine. But of course, it is also going to junk its deck with that and might not be able to keep it up. But yeah, it should be not too bad of a call. Here we probably just discard this 1 card to draw 2. Play the Secret Cave, discard, I guess, 3 cards to have 8 for a Province next turn. And this turn we can just go and buy 1 more Alchemist just to have a bit of reliability that way. And add... Do we want to add a 3rd Shepherd already? Yeah, I think it's a good card for our deck. Trash a copper, and could also have thought about trashing the silver for an imp, but the Devil's Workshop is going to add an imp. And now on the next turn, the potion can become an imp. And this is a bit concerning. Unfortunately, we need to play this Secret Cave already. Might dud here. Okay, we don't dud, and we find this amazing Shepherd draw, actually. And now we do have another Shepherd down there. So we will get to draw through everything. Unfortunately, because we had to play the Secret Cave so early, we were not able to set anything up for the next turn. But that's fine, I guess. And yeah, we just play this, discard 1, draw both of those. And yeah, probably just buy Province, gain another... Maybe with all of these imps, now another Blessed Village is better. In that case, we should retain a treasure in our hand, just in case we hit the Earth's Gift. And thus go for this. Okay, the Sky's Gift is also nice. I guess we can just discard 3 estates for a gold, which can then maybe become a ghost next turn. And yeah, turn this actually into a Will-O-Wisp, just because that might be a good target for one of our imps, and can pick up imps itself. And we are affected by envy, and AI pops its lamp, so might be a bit scarier. I'm actually going to start out with Will-O-Wisp, as it might find us an imp. No such luck there. And this is a bit annoying, because we do get to find, well, the Shepherd with only one extra card, but also we find most of our uniques before being able to play them with the imps. So our imps are going to be a bit stranded, but that's why we added the Blessed Villages. And now, yeah, if we play this imp, if we had another draw card at this point, we would be able to just discard the Shepherd into this shuffle and maybe trigger it. But since that's not the case, we are not able to do that. And Envious is actually rather annoying here, as we are not even able to hit 5 with all of our non-gold stuff. I wonder. No, but adding the ghost would really be good at this point. So maybe we go for an estate, and then, or another. Well, I guess this can be either thing, another exorcist, or just another estate, and one more imp, and then the ghost. Yeah, I would have loved to hit 5 there. AI is holding on strong, hitting us with poverty. I think we have enough shepherds in there to justify discarding one, but I could be mistaken, and maybe it would have been better to keep one of them. Okay, we are sort of lucky to find this one again, and now we don't have any more shepherd there, but we needed to try to not to try to draw a bit further here. And apart from this, maybe we want to. This was a lot of our draw. Next turn is going to be awful. We might just want to add another shepherd or an estate to counteract AI's points, but maybe a shepherd is. Yeah, all of our blessed villages were down here. Oh, come on. This draw was atrocious, so to say. And is it worth to discard the secret cave here, or to secret cave here, or do we exercise a copper? What is better? I think actually discarding for the secret cave might be better, just because, yeah, just because otherwise we won't hit the money for province next turn. And yeah, it isn't actually looking that rosy. Let's say I wouldn't have played that shepherd just then if we didn't have more shepherds in play. But as we did, oh, this is annoying. I think the last card here is the other secret cave. And that means we probably want to just draw through all this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's not discard the pasture just yet. And maybe we can set something up this turn in going for some blessed village stuff. Now, how do we do this? We play the secret cave, discard shepherd and 2 green cards, and then play this shepherd, discarding another 3 green cards to trigger the next shuffle. And unless we draw the shepherd off the top, we should have set up a very nice next turn. Unless we get raider attacked. How many shepherds does AI have? AI has 1 shepherd. Do we want to risk it? I think we do. I think it's still worth it. And we can't even go for province here because AI has province so consistently, although it doesn't have any of its 3 money givers in play for next turn, which means that we should be able to get away with provincing as long as we add another estate and then trash out this curse. And yeah, everything depends on whether AI will, yeah, will murk up our turn. And it wasn't even the raider, but it was the fear that had us discard the shepherd. Oh well, oh well. And at least we get to add a stage, and AI has to also go for duchy, but we might lose like right here, depending on what we hit. And yeah, if AI with the 3 money coming in is now hitting province, then this is going to be a loss. And fortunately, it is not. So we get to do some of that stuff on our own. We don't need to play that secret cave yet. We have other imps in play, so in our hand, so should be fine with that. So let's go for a big hand here. And this should now be a win, but it was very close for comfort, even um, with our early lamp. But I don't know. This kingdom kind of breaks me. Let's again try to set up a nice next shuffle, maybe with 1 shepherd and an imp in it. And just for showcase reasons. Or do we not even hit 8 here? Because we haven't discarded to the secret cave. Oh, shoot. Okay, we have set up a nice next shuffle, but I somehow failed to pay attention that we aren't even able to... Wow, I guess we go for a will-o-wisp now. That we aren't even able to hit 8 without... And again, our nicely set up shepherd is stolen. Aren't even able to hit 8 without the monies there. Oh well. Will we draw here? It's looking alright-ish if we find the shepherd, and we indeed do, and this should seal the deal now. And I I mean, it's only turn 18 only. In the other attempts I had, I mean, I also finished one after 18 turns. I finished one after like 20 turns, but yeah. As you saw, the raider attack on the shepherd or even the fear from Tormentor can be devastating. Maybe one of the wishes should have been a Tormentor, so just for ourselves, but well, you have to go with what is coming in. And yeah, we did go the route for where we went for the ghost. We did go the route where we went for where we went for some copper trashing, and I think in principle it paid off. Like, we did have the nicer deck for sure, but AI's deck is able to, with these weird combinations of finding a raider and a secret cave in one hand, next turn it would have for sure. Like, what did it draw? Well, it drew a Tormentor, so it would have been able to province. I like going for Devil's Workshop still. It did work out with the early wishes, but somehow we didn't manage to really kick off and really get that super reliable stuff going. But yeah, Tormentor and Raider can hurt a lot here. We saw it. And I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, enduring it with me. Not one of the most fun kingdoms, but certainly one to get frustrated at. And with that, I'll leave you here, and we'll try to catch you in the next one. And until then, goodbye.